Hi and welcome back to another video of jPlay. I am Marcus and today I'm doing something entirely new because I'm recording my very first game on Tabletop Simulator. And I decided to go with Aventuria, which I really fell in love with over the last couple of weeks. It's based on a very popular German RPG, which is The Dark Eye, das Schwarze Auge, which I used to play in my youth and early adulthood really numerous times, and I really enjoy the system. It's really very old school to some extent, but they continuously modernize this. So it's today, when you look at, I think it's now the 5th edition that's out there, it's a very modern game in respect to the rules and whatnot, but they still kept some of the original spirit in that. And this is what they also did with this game here, which is really not an RPG, it's a card game, a card-driven game. I believe Colin did a playthrough of this game too. I own the German version of the game, so I was extremely happy that there was a mod on Tabletop Simulator, an English mod available, and I really hope that this is endorsed by Ulysses Spiele. But again, I do own all the content. I went pretty much all in on this game. I'm really looking forward to the upcoming expansions here. Today I will go for the very first, let's call it Introductory Mission, which is, I think, the rescue of Sylvana or so. Whatever it is, it's a one-stage kind of an adventure. There, usually the big adventures have 3 stages with 3 combats, but in this case it's only a one-off, which is still okay. So yeah, let's do some reading. So to get into the game. Havana, in the year 993 after Bosporan's fall, and I will not get into the lore of the world of the Dark Eye here. Your friend Alec has asked you to help him rescue his friend Sylvana, who is abducted by vicious pirates. He shows you some tracks that lead down a ladder and into a system of subterranean cellars. As you prepare to head in, Alric suddenly remembers that had another urgent matter to attend to. Strange English, no? He says a hasty goodbye before you even make it far enough to kick in the first door. Yeah, he's a very brave guy, it seems. When you burst through the door, you stare into the wrinkled face of a blue-skinned kobold in a bright yellow loincloth who is talking to a group of goblins. The kobold recovers quickly from the shock of your interruption. He yells at the goblins, "Go get him!" and quickly turns himself invisible. That's what those guys do. The goblins look at each other unsurely and take flight. Quickly you try to intercept them. Each hero makes a body control roll. So we will have to look at our heroes now. And I decided to play with Arbosh the dwarf and Layariel the elf. And they all come with these nice names. Arbosh, son of Angrash, and here we have Layariel, Treetop Glint. I think her German name is Wipfelglanz also. I really love the German names. I'm kind of sad they tried to translate this into English, but it has to make do in this case. They all come with these stats here, and we are looking for body control. And the way how this works in the system of the Dark Eye is you have to roll with a 20-sider, like in D&D, but you have to roll lower or equal to your rating. So they really had to do something deliberately different to the D&D system. So yeah, let's see about that. So we both have to make that roll, and that's a 5. Okay, he made it. I think that's good. Her body control is also a 10. Yeah, that's both a 10 for them. So let's see about that. And that's a 7. Okay, they both made it. I think that might be actually great news. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry for that. A success. We didn't roll a critical success, which would have been a 1, but a success. You catch one of the goblins, but he breaks away from your grasp and runs away up the ladder and onto the street, where he vanishes into the mists of the Undercity. 1 goblin less for you to fight later. That's great, because if 1 or more heroes would have failed the test, we would have added some extra goblins to the fight. So that was already quite a success, I would say. You venture into the depths of the dungeon. The racket must have startled the other denizens, because you don't see another soul. You discover abandoned quarters and a row of jail cells that turn out to be empty, apart from the crumbling skeleton of an unfortunate former inmate. 1 hero makes a perception roll. We as a group have to make to decide who that might be. I guess that's Layariel. As far as I can remember, she has a 12, whereas he only has a 10. So yeah, let's see about that. And that's a 12, exactly enough. I take that for sure. Success! You find a secret tunnel. This will provide you with an advantage over your quarry. At the beginning of the following combat, each hero may draw an additional card. As a reminder, each hero should now draw an action card and place it face down in front of you. I hope I will remember that, so I will not do that right now. Let's continue to read. You look everywhere, but cannot find any trace of Sylvana or her captors. The only thing that catches your eye is a big mural covering one of the brick walls. Behind it you can make out faint noises, as if there were a secret room. One of you should take a closer look. So I think, yeah, we go to the next side. We have another test. One hero makes a knowledge roll. Decide as a group who of you will make the roll. I think in this case, this might be Arbor. She has a knowledge of 10, also not great. She has a knowledge of only 8. And by the way, there is a way you can play this some sort of a campaign, so you can really progress your hero. So there's this hero document here. So after each adventure, you can then increase your stats and whatnot. And of course, the game also scales. I decided to play on the normal difficulty level here, but the more powerful your heroes get and the more cards you get, so you can also alter your deck here. The more you have to adapt the difficulty of the scenario. Okay, so he will have to make a knowledge roll. That's a 10. Let's see about that. And he also made it. Amazing. So cool stuff. I think this could be good. Success. After searching for a while, you find a mechanism that opens a secret door. Without wasting any more time, you open the door and storm towards your unsuspecting foes. Okay, I think if you would have failed, we basically would have lost the card, but now we are starting with one more card. That's great. All of a sudden you find yourself in front of a motley band of pirates, orcs and the goblins that slipped past you earlier. They attack you immediately. Among ranks of enemies you spot the kobold, who laughs at you mockingly and makes your life difficult with his vicious magic spells. You don't know why he is acting in this wild way. All you know is that he is protected by powerful kobold magic that blocks all attacks if you can figure out his name. Of course. In order to do so, you can either try to make some wild guesses using your knowledge of magical creatures, challenge the kobold to a singing contest and trick him into revealing more information, or butter him up with charming words to get him to spill his name, or spill out his name, I guess. Of course, the other villains won't leave you in peace while you do that. A combat begins. So we have already done all the preparations here. We will now form a pile of henchman cards. They must all have the keyword pirate or orc. I think the adventure already have taken care of this. The threat value is important. That's number of heroes times 5, so that's a 10 in our case. I will explain that. We have the guess name hero action. And we are victorious when we defeat or put to flight all opponents, and then we can draw a reward card. We will be defeated if we are going down twice, actually. We can revive some of our heroes, but if that happened twice, we have lost the game. So I will now prepare the hero cards. Again, we are getting one extra card. I will do this off camera, and then I will walk you through the very first round. Okay, the way how this works is normally you draw 5 cards, you get to do a mulligan. I already did that here, and we draw an extra card here, which is the reason why he's starting now with 6 cards. The same was true for Lyariel, so this is now her official starting hand. I did some mulligans for both of them, basically taking out the higher priced cards for now, because we are starting very slow right now. And again, they all have a card of 30 cards. These are pre-constructed decks, which I really like about this game. There are some ways, as I mentioned, to alter those decks slightly. There are some deck building rules, what cards you can put in and how many of those, but overall you can definitely do some adjustments here over time, getting your hero more powerful. But it's also, with all the expansions, you have now 10 or 11 different heroes you can choose from. So you really want to, I think, at least I want to experience the game different each time I am playing this. That's the same way like I do Eldritch Horror, so I always play with random characters. I never go for the same one. Okay, at the start of the round we are drawing 2 more cards, which we will put into our hand. So here we have Intimidate, which is a good one, and High King's Document. And now we have to make a choice to transform up to 2 of our hand cards into entrance points, which is then the currency we need in order to play those cards. So let's say we want to transform this into a entrance, we will simply flip it down and face it here, but then we will not be able to use this card for its special ability. But that's the trade-off you have to do, and I think in this case, I think we want to get rid of this card here, actually. The Intimidate card, this card after an opponent's action die roll. I think we can also get rid of this or that. Let's go for this card here. instead. So we have 2 cards here in our entrance pile. We are doing this simultaneously, kind of. So we're also drawing 2 more cards for Layariel. Oh, we have twice this one here. And this one here too. I think we want, because that's kind of the same card, so this increases our magical skill by 3. This does it by 2. I think this is more expensive, so we'll put it down here. And this is a duplicate card. I think let's also put it down here. And then we are taking our action. I'm basically using our thing. Arbosh is the starting player, the starting hero. This will go back and forth. And I believe... Oh, one thing I forgot, of course, we have to bring out our enemies. Oh, how could I forget that? So let's quickly do that. And the way how this works is we had a threat rating of 10, if you remember, so we are drawing now from this henchman pile. Again, this is pre-constructed too. It has orcs and pirates in it, so we will draw the first card, flip it over, and check for the threat rating on the top right. So that's a 4, which means we have to continue to draw. That's another 4, so that's 8 points. Unfortunately, that's still not 10. So we have to draw another one, and that's another 4. That's okay, I guess, actually. That's 12 points. We didn't draw any extra cowardly goblins because we rolled pretty well, but on top of this, we still have the kobold here who will also activate, and some stuff will happen at the end of each round, or most of the rounds. And this is our counter here in order what we need to do in order to guess the name. And now we are moving into the first hero turn. Actually, this was already part of the hero turn, drawing those 2 cards. So apologies for the mix-up, but I think nothing really happened. I guess I want to have more expenditure. So we go for carousing. Now that's the one RPG where you are getting reward for drinking, which is great. The problem is this card comes into play exhausted, but that's still okay. So we will spend one of our cards here. Normally we would tap those, but we will simply move them to a different pile to play this card here. It's exhausted now, and as of the next round we can use it as an extra entrance. So we tap it, that's this symbol, and we gain this +1, means we are getting 1 extra entrance. We still have 1 more, and I guess with this we want to start guessing the name of our kobold here. We can do that once per hero per turn. It costs us 1, as you see the little 1 here. We can do that with craft, knowledge, or persuade. So we want to sing, I guess, so because his craft rating is relatively good. Oops, no, that's... Come on. Okay, now I killed all the camera settings, so let's do that again. That's 2. Sorry for that. I'm still learning. His craft is a 14, so we have to roll a 14 or less to be successful. And of course not. I believe as a consolation prize we get one of those fate tokens, which we can use either for entrance or for a reroll. I think there is one more use to that. I think we can use it to draw a card, right? But usually use it for the reroll. But that was really a bad start, failing this. I mean, this was a 14. What were the odds? But that's what it is. This was already his full turn. He's out of any entrance. There I think no zeros. There are heroes who can use their basic equipment here. He needs to spend 1 to attack, but not gonna happen here. So let's see what she is doing. I think she will definitely spend 0 to bring out this Frigifaxius, which is a magical attack. I think that's never a bad thing. It doesn't cost us anything. I think we also want to guess the name, right? So I think she has to go with Persuade. That's a 10 only. Really a bummer. And that's a 15. I think he's spending now his fate token to have a reroll that die. And again, she didn't make it. And because we reroll it, we don't get another fate token for that. I believe we also get those tokens when skill tests. In the dual rolls, I think that's only something that you do for a combat rating, obviously. Wow, again, very useful. But again, we still have 1 entrance, so I think she might want to go for a magical attack now. Her magic rating is a 9. But she could also go for her throwing knife, which is her standard weapon. I think she's better hitting there. That's a 12. So yeah, she will spend her last remaining to attack the first. I think let's go with the archer, I believe. Yeah, let's go with the first archer. So we will tap this here too. We will roll. We are looking for 12 or less. That's a hit. Awesome. I take it. So we are inflicting 1d6 damage, and that's a 5. Awesome. I take it. A 5 is pretty good. There is no camera on 1, obviously, because I deleted it. Nicely done. He has an armor rating of 1, that's his little cheat rating, so he takes 4 points worth of damage. That's not bad. So he has a 15 in total. Oops. So let's do that, and he's losing 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Okay, nicely done. Okay, that was great. And then we are actually moving into the villain phase, or into the villain turn, and we activate all those folks from left to right here. So we start with the kobold. Where are the dice? No, there is no die yet. So let's roll that. He is activating twice. That's a 15. 15 is okay, I believe. Nothing. Evil laughter. Okay, still he has a second activation. Oh, most of those leaders do the... Wow, another 15. Again, he's only laughing at us. Great. Next, we are activating the Orc Archer. And the AI in this game is so cleverly done. So nice, so easy. The hero with the most suffers 1d6 plus 5. So this is a tie, so we have to shuffle this and draw one. Okay, Arbosh takes the hit. Wow. 1d6 plus 5, that's definitely, wow, that's a lot actually. So let's see about that. That's a 7 in total. Oof, okay, I have to take that. He can try to dodge, his dodge rating is a 5, so let's see. He did it, awesome. Okay, what this did, this was a what? 2, 5, 7, so he's losing half, rounded up, that's 4 points, I take it. 4 is better than 7, right? And then we have the next Orc Archer here. They are only activating once each round. That's an 8. An 8 is an attack. The starting hero, again, this is Arbosh, suffers 1d6 plus 2. Okay. Let's see about that. That's another 6. Again, he can try to dodge, though. 5 or less. And no, that's not good enough. Oh, God, I keep forgetting. Was a 6, right? Sorry for all this going back and forth. So he's, wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. That's definitely, wow, already lost 10 points. And last but not least, we have the pirate here. She will also activate only once, and that's a 17. I think a 17 flight. If all leaders have been defeated, unfortunately the leader is still there, she would also be removed from the fight. But that was already the end of the activation. We are removing one time token here. And the next time we're removing one, we will draw a new henchman and add it here. So we have to get through those guys here relatively quickly. But then now we are moving into the next hero phase. So we are moving back to our heroes. She will be the starting hero. We will untap this. We will move those back up here. We will draw 2 more cards for both of them. It doesn't really matter who I start with. And then again, we can say, wow, look at this. It's a 5. Ooh, I think, yeah, let's bring this one here. We can play up to 2 cards, remember. This or that, I think. Ooh, it's so tough. Yeah, let's do this card here. So he has now 4 plus the 1 carousing here, which is 5. I think that's not too bad, actually. She will also reactivate her card. She will also draw 2 more cards. What did we get? Button Paladin. This is another spell. Pick a hero. I think that's not great. I will bring it back. It can be very powerful, but I think let's put it here. Play this card. That's a nice one. Heavy Fall succeeds with the roll. There are not too many of those that have this. No, let's also bring this back. So she has also 4 entrance, and then she's going to take her very first turn with 4. I think we have to start with guessing the name. She will go for a Persurate roll. Again, that's a 10. Again, she didn't make it. That's so bad. So she will take another of those. She can only do that once per activation. That's really a bummer. I think then she's playing the Armatrutz. Yeah, I think let's do that. 1, 2. Oh, come on. I'm really bad at this. And she can now use it to basically, I think, how much does she? She only has 1 more card left, so I think she will not use her Armatrutz now. I think she will go for another range attack again, targeting that baddie. It costs her her last card. And that's a 12. So the one that's already injured, right? 12. Oh, that's a 14. I think she will spend her fate token to re-roll. That's a 6, much better. So let's roll this. That's a 6. I take that. Wow. 6 minus 1, that's 5 points. Oh, that's great. So she's down to 6. The problem is, again, here are some healing spells available. But I will take it. That was definitely progress. The problem is we didn't make any progress here, right? Oh, wow, yeah, we haven't made... That's terrible. Okay, then it's Arbosh. I think he will expand this to do the guess with his craft roll here. 14 or less. Oh, that's 5. That was the first success, so this goes down to a 5. 5 more times in order to guess his name. So wow, we have still a long way to go. Obviously, he still has 4 more points here, right? I think I don't want to spend all of this. I think let's do athletics. He already takes some serious beating, so he will spend one of his cards to up his... you see that here, it's now deflected here, this card, really nicely done mod actually. So his dodge is now a 5 instead of 4, which is a 6 instead of a 5. That's definitely great. We still have 3 more cards, so I think we will also play the self-control, which ups our melee rating by 2. That's also nice. That's, what was it, 2? 1, 2, and then we still have 1 more, and I guess we will do an attack with our knife, again going for the very first guy. So we will tap that too. His melee is now 16 actually, and yes, he made it. So let's see how much damage. Only 1d6. That's only 2 points in total. Again, we are subtracting the range, but that's okay. 2 more points. And again, those were all of our actions. We are moving into the villain phase again. So let's see about that. He's activating twice, keep in mind, and that's a 2. 2 is bad, I believe. The Kobold Curse. The hero with the most endurance card returns 1 random endurance card to their hand. Again, they have both 4. So we are shuffling this and shuffle it again and draw 1. That's again Arbosh. Yeah, I think... Oh, where do we put it actually? Sorry, I missed that. To the hand? To the hand. Okay, that's at least something. So let's see, I think it's a random card. We draw 1 and bring it back to our hand. So maybe we can reconsider now. I think that's also not too bad. Thing is, we also have to continue to roll. That's a 10. A 10 is a healing spell. Are you kidding me? Okay, so he's healing by 5 points. But that's okay, they're still below their rating. That was that. Now the Orc Archer will activate. And that's... Oh, come on, this was a 16. A 1, it means they're activating once again. The hero with the most hell, I think that's Lyariel. 1d6 plus 5. Are you kidding me? 11 points. You must be kidding me. Wow. She can try to dodge. She didn't dodge, so that's 11 points. Oh, that really hurts. 2, 11. Wow. And the problem is he will activate again because he rolled a 1. So let's do that again. That's an 8. The starting hero, which is again Lyariel, 1d6 plus 2. Where is my die again? I keep losing my dice. There's the die. Plus 2. That's a 6 in total. Again, she can try to dodge. A 6. No, she didn't dodge. So that's... Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's down to 19 points, but he's not activating again. That's something, but he is still there. The other Orc Archer. That's a 5. Again, the starting hero. That's her again. 1d6 plus 2. That's a 5. Again, she can try to dodge. She didn't dodge. That's a 12. Oh, come on. That's a cocked die. Come on. That's a 12. I take it. So that's another, what was it? 5 in total. Yeah. Come on. So that's 5 points. Oh, she's already pretty shaken. And then we are moving to, I think, her, right. And let's see about that. And that's a 20. 20 is cool. She would flee, but the problem is the leader is still around. And yeah, nothing else would happen with the 20. We are removing 1. Oops, not all. Only 1. Which means we are now at 5. We are drawing a new henchman card and simply adding it here. And that's another orc. No, that's another one. That's an Orc Highwayman. That's a different one. That's, I think he's a little bit tougher. Yeah, he has an armor rating of 3. Okay, then we are moving back to our heroes. Awash will be the starting player. Oops, we will bring all of those cards back. We will draw 2 more cards. Oh, that's a nice one here. We have to hold on to this one. What about this? No, I think we want to get rid of this. Keep in mind, we have lost 1 card, so I think, yeah, we will bring this one back. So that was him. We will also do the same here. She was really pretty shaken, right? What is this? Reroll a hero's failed attack. That's nice. And this number has a black background, which means she can also play this outside of your normal turn. Second card. Oh, that's another weapon. This could come in handy, actually. But again, we have to make a call. We need to play 2 cards, that's for sure. I think, yeah, together with this could be helpful because she's only rolling an 8 for a melee rating. Let's bring this one here and another one. Now this, we need this because we can heal now. I think we have to heal now. That's a toughy one. I think, yeah, let's bring this. We need this. We need the entrance. Okay, but Arbosh is our starting player again. He has now 6 points because of his. We have to start guessing again. So he will make his craft roll, which is here a 14. Okay, he finally made it. Nicely done. So we lost 1 here, so we are down to 4. I take that. We still have 5 more cards, so we could go for this and attack with that. I think that's what we are going to do. So we are spending 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to bring out our battle axe, and then we have to spend another card to activate this card. And again, his melee rating is a 16, but this now does 1d6 plus 4 damage. And again, we are going for the first one that's already beaten. That's a 20. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, that's so terrible. And we cannot re-roll. So we are getting this fate token and we have to get rid of 1 random card from our hand. We are rolling a die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's a 4, which is, that's bad. Okay, this is discarded, I think. Let's put the discard part here or there. It doesn't really matter. Okay, that was pretty terrible. Not a great attack, actually, and this was already the end of his activation, right? Yeah, it was. Then we are moving over to Lyariel. I think she also has to guess the name for sure. So we are rolling the Percerate, that's a 10. And we made it. Okay, I take that. We made it. Nicely done. That's a 3. Cool stuff. We are moving back to her. We still have 5 more points. I think we want to spend 2 for this dagger. 1 and 2. Let's bring those down here. And we still have 3 more. I think we will go for the armor truths now to test. And this costs us 1, and we will test magic, which is a 9. If we are successful, we are getting, yes, awesome, we're getting 1 extra to armor rating until the end of the round, pretty much. That's very nice. We have to remember this, so let's put it on top of this here. Great. And we still have 2 more. We definitely want to attack now, and I think let's go with, again, our basic equipment here. So that's another 1. That's a 12, right? Yeah. Again, the damaged one, and we failed. He's spending this to do this. Or should we? No, we are not. Sorry, we are not. We are taking 1 here too. And now we are going. I should have started here actually. And now we are, no, this was this. Then we can go for a spell with our last card. I think we are going with a spell. No, we are going with a dirk. Yeah, because this gives us a 1d6 times 2. So we are flipping this one over. Problem is we only have an 8 now. So let's see about that. And no, we didn't make it. I think I will spend the fate token to re-roll. And again, we didn't make it. Okay, that was terrible. We are out of cards, but at least we guessed the name. So we are moving back to those guys. Okay, that was bad. I think we will go down. We will start with a kobold. That's a 13, nothing, that's good. First activation, second activation, that's a 9. Ooh, heat weapon. The hero with the most must select one of their weapons in play and put it in there or lose 2d6 health. I think that's him, yeah. And he has a weapon. We can put it back into our hand or lose it. I think we take it back to our hand. I think that's okay for him. Yeah, we can afford that, I believe. So that was the attack of the Kobold. We are moving to the Orc Archer. It's a 19. I take it, flight, but the leader is still there. Second Archer. That's a 2. Oh, that's bad. The hero with the most wounds. Oh, is it now the most wounds? I think in the last time I placed with the most hit points, right? Oh, I may have done this incorrectly. With the most wounds, I believe. Oh, I don't know that actually. Let me quickly check that. No, I believe it's really the most life points. That's the icons for life, because you're losing life points. So I think in this case, this will be Lyariel. This will be Arbosh, right? This was this Orc Bandit here. Or was it the second? Oh, come on, I keep forgetting. No, he tried. He's him. Here with some. Okay, that's Arbosh. He suffers 1d6 plus 5. Okay, sorry. 11 points. Again, you must be kidding me. Okay, he can try to dodge. It's a 6 now. And he made it. That's a 1. A 1 is a critical success, so you are allowed to draw a card. Nicely done. And he's only suffering 6 points now. I think that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Basically half rounded up. This was then the Buccaneer will activate. It's a 6. That's an attack. A hero chosen by the group. I think this must be still Arbosh. 1d6 plus 3. That's a 6. Again, he can try to dodge. He didn't dodge, so that's 6, right? Yeah, it was 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, they're really taking some hits. And then it's the Orc Highwayman. 17, I think 17. No, it's nothing. Shouts an Orc Curse. But that's okay. We are removing 1. We are still at 4, which means no other villain will be added. And then we are moving back to our heroes. Starting player will move back. We are untapping this. We are drawing 2 more cards for our heroes. Oh, that's nice. That's another one. Oh, and a fine piece of armor, actually. Ooh, what are we going to do? Do we need 2 of those? This really... Oops. What did I do? I don't know what I did. Okay, this is actually... Ooh, it's also nice. But do I need this? I mean, that's 16. He could roll 19. Ooh, that's so tempting. That's so tempting. Which I need to play cards. And I think... that's 2. That's 4. Let's play this card here. That's 6, 7 cards he has in total. Maybe we want to hold on to only 1 card, because they're all pretty cool cards actually. Because this throwing hatchet could lose 3 points. I think we will stop here. We will guess the name, or try to guess the name. And that's an 11. Cool, we made it. So we are down to only 2, which is great. We still have 6 cards here. We will play this one again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. What am I doing here? Sorry for that. We will use it actually to make the attack again on the damaged one. So that's another point. This is 16. We hit. Awesome. So that's 1d6 plus 4. That's only a 6. Let's see about that. 6. That's 5 points. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. He's down to... Oh, no, sorry. He was at 9. He was at 9. Wait a sec. What am I doing? He was at 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think we may want to try to finish him now. And we can try that by using these. These red cards are one-time use. So I will pay our remaining card to play this one now. And again, we have to make a ranged attack roll, and if we make it, the opponent loses 3 points. It's does not count as an attack, and no armor is being. He just simply loses 3 life points. So we need a 10 or less. We will bring this back and re-roll. Yes, awesome. So that's 3 more points worth of damage. Nicely done, Arbosh, which means he is killed out of here. And this means Arbosh gets a token because he defeated an enemy. And that's really nice. So really important bringing those guys down. And I think what I did now, she was the starting player. This is what continuously happens to me. So sorry for that. Apologies. Yeah, I should have done her. She's the starting player. But okay, let's try to fix this now. Oops. And yeah, we will bring everything back. This is back. We will draw 2 cards. Again, sorry for that. Oops. Not all of those, only one. Again, she can... Oh, wow, our bow. It's a powerful bow. We want to hold on to the bow. I think we will play this card. And this is our healing spell, right? I think we have to heal, actually. Magical, magical, magical. That's a 9. That's just... We need the bow. We also want to hold on to this. Oh, that's bad. We can always play a card from here, actually. But I also want to hold on to those. I want to hold on to all of them, actually. Maybe I want to do that. I think I will only play 1 card now this round. And then she can take a turn. First one will be to make this guessing roll. She rolls a 10 or less. This was not a 10 or less. I think we really want. He will spend his fate token. No! Okay. Yeah, we cannot. So 1 to 5 and so on. So we have to lose a random card. So that's this one here. This is gone out of here and we were not successful. Are you kidding me? And we lost our token here. That's terrible. So we have 6 now. I think we will spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bring out our bow, which is a 1d6 plus 5. We will use the bow right away and going for the second orc in the row. Yeah, why not? The Orc Archer. So again, that's a 12 or less. Are you kidding me? Okay, we will have to take the one. We have to, that's 1 to 10, 11 to 20. Okay, this card is also gone, which is really a bummer. And this was really a very, very bad turn for her. Are you kidding me? We were cursed because we didn't properly do it. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, we will, I think we are now moving into the villain phase, actually. Yeah, easy as that. So again, we will, yeah, do this. I should have healed her, actually. I completely missed it. That's a 15. Oops, sorry. That's a 15. Nothing, Evil Laughter. Second activation. That's a 14. Also nothing. That's great. Then the second Orc Archer, the one that's here. That's a 20. Cool. Flight, but again, the leader is still around. Then it's the Beachcomber here. That's the Pirate. That's an 8. A hero chosen by the group. This has to be, I still think, Abosh. 1d6 plus 3. That's a 7. He can try to dodge. A 7. A 7. He didn't dodge. Are you kidding me? So she's spending her thing. We don't want to lose any more cards. Oh, God. Basically 1 to 3. So this card is gone. Oh boy. And he's taking 7 points of damage. So that's a 5. 1, 2. Okay. And then it's the Orc Highwayman. And he's rolling an 18, which is nothing, shouts an Orc Curse. I think we are removing 1. We are down to 3. We are bringing out another henchman. And that's Basil the Red. Oh, he's a toughie. 18 points, hit points, 6 points. And yeah, look at the artwork. I believe that's the original artwork from the original game. Really cool. And then, yeah, we are moving into our next round. Okay, so now we have messed things up, but I think I will have to stick to this one here. So he's now officially the starting hero. This does really only matter in respect to who takes the damage. And I think right now there were no starting hero attempts. So I think in this case we are okay. Nothing really bad happened. So we are drawing 2 more cards. Let's see about that. We can draw... Oh. Do we need this? No, I think not. We will play this card in here. So we are at 7. Do we want to play one? I think we also want to play this card here. So we are at 8 card. I think that's pretty solid. We will do the same for her. This gets reactivated. She will draw 2 more cards. Oh, she draws an... Oh, what did she get here? Subtract of your dodge test. Oh, this could be cool, but I think we rather want at least some more. I think once more we will play an entrance card, and then I think that's it for her. What did I do here? Sorry. Okay, cool stuff. He will be the starting player. I will remember it now properly. Again, we will do this craft roll here first. That's a 14 or less. Are you kidding me? It's another 20. I don't know. Okay. Again, we are losing a card, and again, that's a shield. That's bad. We lost our shield. That was really terrible. That was really terrible. And we didn't make progress. That's the worst part of it. I think then, yeah, let's play 1, 2, 3 cards to bring out this one here. So we are upping our melee. I think it's now 5, but it's 19 or more, 19 or less in order to hit. We are activating this with this, so we have to roll a 19 or less, and we are going again for the first one, and that's a 2. Okay, I take it. So 1d6 plus 4, 6. That's 10 points. Finally a good roll. 10 points minus 1, that's 9 points. Okay, I take it. I really take it. So he has 15, right? Yeah. So 9 points. So let's do 10 plus 1. Okay, he's down to 6. That's great. In theory, we still have so many additional entrants, but we cannot use it because, yeah, we have lost all our stuff. That's really terrible. He has to pass now. So let's move over to her right now. And we lost our card here. This was the powerful card, and we lost it because of the 20. That was really devastating. So yeah, we will play 1, 2 cards to up our magical still by 2. That's at least something. Then we play 1 card to make this persuade roll. It's a 10 or less. Ah, you're kidding me. We have to make progress. We reroll that. It's 11. Are you kidding me? Again, no progress at all. We still have 5 more cards, so I think we will play the armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I think we will go with our bow here and hit again the damaged one. That's now still a 12 only. And that's an 8. We hit. Awesome. That's 1d6 plus 5. That's 9. I think, isn't that enough? 9. Yes, it's enough to take him out. Cool stuff. This was so important. So which means she takes one of those. I take it. By the way, here are some other heroes. At least this feels some progress, and we are out of cards. We are out of entrance, kind of, or what's a bummer, but I will take it. So let's move back to those. They will slide over here. We will start with the Goblin again. That's a 15. It's nothing. Second roll. That's a 10. There's no one to heal. Perfect. Nothing happens. Then we are moving to the pirate. That's a 1, of course. A random hero suffers 1d6. So who's the random hero? We bring this back on. We shuffle it. We draw one out. It's Arbosh again. So we could now lose him, right? A random hero suffers 1d6 plus 3. Where is the die? Here is the die. It's a 9, of course, of course. He can try to dodge still. That's 9 points and a 20. He cannot lose any. That's good. He failed, so that's basically he's down to 2 points. And I think, wasn't this a critical roll? Yes, it was. So she's activating again. How cool is that? It's a 12. 12 nothing. Shouts a pirate curse. Then it's the Orc Highwayman. And that's a 13. Nothing. Shouts an Orc curse. Then we have Basil the Red. And that's an 18. Okay, we were extremely lucky. Nothing. Shouts a pirate curse. Okay, we are removing one. Which is... no, nothing else will happen. We are moving into the next hero phase. That's terrible. So she will be the starting player. We will ready all our stuff here. We will draw some more cards. Everything gets ready here too. I think we are not going to play any more cards. I think we are in a good shape, right? Okay, we would have needed this card earlier. Let's not play any cards here. She will ready. We'll draw 2 cards for her too. I think that's a great one. Treat wounds. Oh, that's perfect. We need this. We really need this. And we have our spear throw. I think this doesn't really help us actually. We'll hold on to this because we don't need that many. Maybe we lose this card. It's another range, and we can only attack with one ranged weapon per round. One melee and one magical damage. You can all do all three attacks, but only once per type, pretty much. And I think I think she's the starting hero. Yeah, she's the starting hero now again. So let's do this in order. For a 0, we will play this card here for sure. And in adventures above this card effect cannot bring an unconscious. So we will spend 1 to heal 1 hero by 2. That's apparently him. Oops. Oh, he's at 4 now. Sorry, I don't know what I'm clicking. Here's at 4. So we used this card. That was okay. Then we will try to guess the name again. That's a 10. Try to persuade it. Again, we didn't make it. Are you kidding me? So let's re-roll that die, and that's an 8 finally. Okay, we made some progress. Cool stuff. 1 more and then we can start hitting him. Cool. I think this was the second one, right? 1 here, 1 there. Perfect. Then we can try to make an attack, and I guess who do we want to attack? I think, yeah, let's go for the pirate here. So we will spend 1 more card to use the elf bow here. That's again of 12. 12 is not good enough, so we are taking 1. That was a bummer. Then we are taking the dirk. That's a 1d6 again, also hitting her. That's only an 8 now, which we have to roll. And I should have started with this. Yeah, so let's bring it back. Usually you really should start with your bad rolls to get the fate tokens. Really stupid on my behalf. I would still 15, no, that's not good. I not take it back because obviously I use it to reroll. I will spend another 1 to use the Frigifaxius here, which is a 9. Now again using the first one, the pirate. 20, awesome. We are losing the card, but we are taking 1 token back. Wow, what an awful roll. And I will use my Armatrutz now. That's not an attack, we can still use spells. And that's also a magical test of a 9. No, that's an 11 actually, 11. And that's good enough, so we are protected again. That's great. I may have forgotten the protection roll before actually. I'm pretty sure I missed that. Okay, but these were all of her actions. She still has more energy, but there's nothing else to do actually because we ran out of card. That was our bummer. Then it's him. Let's spend 1 to make the craft roll, guessing the name, right? Ah, you kidding me? Let's re-roll that. We want to deal with that, and that's a 11. Okay, that's good. So which means we have taken care of this, which also means we can now flip this card here. And now we know he's Karabustel the Kobold. He has 6 health points, but he has a dodge rating of 8, which is quite high. And I think, yeah, let's do some attack against him, actually. Yeah, let's spend 1 card here. And this to do an attack roll, that's a 19, targeting Karabustel. You must be kidding me. It's another 20. Okay, 1, 2, 3 is the one. Okay, we are losing this card here. We are taking 1 of those and we have used our thing. That's so bad. 1, 2, 3. We are playing this. We spend 1 more. That's now a range. Oops. That's now a ranged attack, which is a 10. Again, targeting Karabustel. 7. We hit 1d6 plus 3. 4. Okay, I take the 4, but he can try to dodge with an 8 or less, and he didn't dodge, so that's 4 points. So he has 6, right? Yes, 6. So he's losing 1, 2, 3, 4. He's not down yet, but I believe those were all of our actions. Of course, we could still have this, but we already did an attack, so that's it. Yeah. That's really bad. Okay, we are moving into the villain phase again. So Karabustel, we know who his name is rolling a 19. Oops, sorry, it's a 19. Evil Laughter, second activation. The 4. I think that's the most endurance, who turns 1 card. No, 4 is Kobold Scolding. The hero with the most cards in hand discards 1 card randomly. I think that's no one. Okay, I take that. I take that. We don't have any cards. Cool. Then the pirate will activate. That's a 15. That's a pirate curse. We know that. The Orc Highwayman. It's a 19. Cool, but he's not running because Karabustel is still away. Then it's Basil the red, and that's a 2. Starting hero. I think that's Lyariel, right? 1d6 plus 5. She could die now. That's a 6. That's a 6. Okay. We will 6 in total, right? We will flip this, which brings it down to a 3. Then we can, that's a 2. So we are taking 1 point worth of damage. So we don't have to do anything. That's okay. I take it. So this is in addition, the armored shirts, in addition to our leather armor. Cool. And we can discard this by an additional 3 points. I think that was pretty okay. The problem is we're removing 1 more. And I think 1 means, yeah, we are drawing yet another henchman. Oops. Sorry, oops, what did I do here? That's weird. Okay, and that's... Oh, wow. Tyrek Shaman. Okay, if opponents with the keyword Orc are immediately to the left or right of this card, and it's not. Okay, that's good. Reduce the results of all direct by 2. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, we are moving back to our heroes. Good thing is, he survived, so he's the starting player. We will untap all of those. I think it is a little bit messy. Not sure what happened here. We are drawing 2 more cards. I think we are not going Resolute. Oh, that's a nice one. Cool. We survived it. I think we are not playing any more cards here. Wow, she really has spent a lot of her cards, actually. That's cool. Very effective. We will bring those back. We will still draw 2 more cards. Oh, that's another spell. Fulminictus Thunderbolt. That's my favorite one. And the longsword. Okay, that's cool. We can decide to bring over. So I think we will move this one over here. Yeah, so we can play this card here. And I think that's it. We will stop now playing cards. So he will go first. We don't have to guess anymore, which is great. We will play this card and 1, 2 more to bring out the Resolute, which says if your health drop to 0, discard this card and reset to 0. So if we are dying, we are not dying, actually. So that's really very powerful, but it costs us 3 points, but we had those. What is this here? If an opponent suffers damage from an attack, play this card, reduce their... okay, we can reduce the armor by 1. That's nice. And this can be a response. It's a play card. Cool. Then we are attacking Karabustel. I think we will start with this one because it could give us another thing. So we will attack Karabustel with our iron crossbow here. This costs us 1, and that's a 10. So let's see about that. That's a 10. And that's an 8. We hit 1d6 plus 3. That's a 6. I think Karabustel is dead because he can still try to dodge, which he doesn't, but doesn't make sense anyway. So Karabustel is out of here. Nicely done. He takes 1 more of those. Cool. That was really great. And I think we are now spending this to attack, I don't know, the first one in the row. I think this was the pirate, whatever it was. And that's a 19 or less. This was a 1. Come on, are you kidding me? But it's still good enough. That's 1d6 plus 4. That's an 8. I take it. 8 against her. Minus 1, that's 7. I take it. Take it. Okay. Come on. So, what was it? Sorry. That was 4, 8. 8 is 7. Okay, sorry. 7 points. So she is at 8 in total, right? Yeah, 8 points. But I think again we are out of actions now because we have maybe a little bit too many cards now. Because that's the main reason, because we have lost all of our cards. But I take it. I think that's still okay. We can still use this one. Maybe we can use it well. Okay, that's fine. We are moving over to her. I think we are spending 1, 2, 3, 4 cards to play our sword. And I think then we are using the sword to attack the buccaneer, right? This pirate. It's 1. And that's unfortunately only an 8. Okay, let's see about that. And it's a 4. She hits 1d6 plus 4. Cool stuff. Oh, that's 10 points. 10 points. That's enough to take her out. Wow, you're all stars and amazing. So she's also grabbing one of those as a reward. Cool stuff. Okay, now finally we are getting somewhere. So let's move back down here. Then we are spending 1 to try to power up this armored troops here, which needs to be an 11. That's a 7. That's also good enough. So we put a dice on top of this too, that we are remembering. Then we are using the bow to attack, I think, the heavy armored one now. I think the Orc Highwayman or so. That's another point here. That's a 12 or less. Okay, we are spending this to do that. Yes, we hit. Awesome. So we are rolling this. It's only a 1. Are you kidding me? 1. That's 6 points. I think we will not use the other card, but 6 points against him is 3 points. So he's down to 12. Boop, boop, boop. 12 points. Cool stuff. I think she still has one. Yeah, she can still do stuff because we still have this. We will play this spell. And she will spend this one to use the full mean. That's 1d6 plus x. So we spent 1 card, so that's 1d6 plus x. So that's 11 or less. Again, the same guy. Awesome. That's a hit. Plus 1. That's 5 points. So 2 more points against this guy. I take it. For now, let's not spend the card of the other player. Okay, that was finally some progress. Nicely done. And I think we are moving directly straight. I think there's nothing else to do. Yeah, she's out of cards. No, I forgot to heal him. I really should have healed him. Okay, I rolled the dice. That's what it is. I will not take it back. So that was really a miss on my part. But okay, we have to live with that. Okay, so the Highwayman will hit first. And that's an 18. 18 means... Oh, he's not fleeing. Oh, come on. Shouts an Orc Archer, but he's not doing anything bad. Basil the Rat will activate next. That's a 2. The starting hero, I believe... Oh, that's him. Okay, that's him. So what? How much? 1d6 plus 5. I think it doesn't really matter. That's a 6, right? That's a 6, yeah. He can still try to dodge, which he doesn't. So he's losing 6 points. We don't have any. So what we do now is, so we have lost. We will expand this card here, which says if you drops to 0, this card reset down to 1. So we are at 1 point, but we are still alive. So we haven't really suffered anything. And then this shaman will activate. And that's a 19. Flight. If all leaders have been defeated, remove this card. Otherwise, nothing happens. Nice then, but none of us gets the reward. Cool. That was so cool. That was so cool. So we are moving into our next round. I think we are removing one here. But this doesn't change anything. During the next turn, the kobold has twice as many actions. Usually, but the kobold is dead. Okay, she's the starting player. We will ready all our cards. We will draw 2 more cards. Oh, that's another shield. Oh, 9, the ox herd. That's really something, but I think we are not going to play that card. No, we want to hold on. We want to hold on to this one too. I think we are not playing any extra cards. No, let's not do that. We will ready all of those cards here, and we are still drawing 2 more. Oh, cool. We can up our anatomy. I think that's great. And she's the starting player. Do we need more? I think not. So we will spend 1, 2, 3 cards to up our range attack by 3. That's cool. So we are now at 15. We will also spend a card, I think, to add 1 to to our bow here. Yeah, that's a +1 to this bow. We will now use this to heal this hero by 2. I'm not sure if it makes, come on, it makes a difference. So he's at 2, but I will do it anyway. Then we will spend 1 to use our bow against the Highwayman. So that's a 15 now we are looking at. That's a hit. Awesome. So 1d6 plus 5. Plus 6 actually. Plus 6. Ah, that's a 7. 7. What does a 7 do? 7 minus 3, that's 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we are not using the other card. We are moving back here. We still have some actions left. So I guess we will use our thing here, right? The longsword. Yeah, why not? Let's use the longsword. That's only an 8, unfortunately. Whoa, we take it. It's another card. That's a trap. That's a nice card, actually. And we did 1d6 plus 4 damage also to the highwayman. Ah, that's 6 points in total, right? Oh crap, what did I do? 6 points. What did I do? 6 points. Okay, 6 points. So I'm not sure what happened here. 6 points minus 3, that's 1, 2, 3. So I think in this case he will use his suddenly gone in a. If opponent suffers damage from an attack, play this card, reduce their pro by 3 for that attack. That's exactly what we needed. So he doesn't have any armor, so he's losing 1, 2, 3 more points. So he's out of here too. Cool stuff. Which means she takes another one of those. Nicely done. Really nicely done. She still has 2 more, so we will play the Armatrutz again. So we are rolling 15, or no, 11. Yes, again we are successful. And then we are spending 1 last to use our thing for the rhythm. I think there's only 1 left. No, yeah, there's 1 left against Basil, the red. So 1d6 plus 1, but we have to hit first. We do hit, awesome. Plus 1, that's 3 points. I take it. 3 points, so that's 2 points. Which means he's at 16. Okay. I take it. Nicely done. I think that was pretty great turn, actually. So we are moving over to Arbosh. And I think he's definitely playing this to play his shield, which he can use, hopefully. Then we are using, I think it doesn't matter too much in this case, we are using this now to attack Basil the red with a 19. Yes, that's a hit. Plus 4. Oh, that's 10. That's 10 points worth of damage. Minus, that's 9 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because of the armor rating. And then we are using this one here, the crossbow, which is a 10 to hit. No, that's not good enough. We are spending 1. No, we are spending another one. And again, she's spending another one. And that's a hit this time. Awesome. 1d6 plus 3. That's 9. That's 8. He's dead. He is dead and gone. We have won. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay. After a victory, your opponents try to stand up to you, but they are no match for your combat prowess and determination. I don't know, it was pretty close. You managed to play some tricks on the kobold to find out his name and give him a sound beating. A few minutes later you are victorious and your enemies have fled or lie dead at your feet. From the pirate hideout you hear a fearful cry. There you find Sylvana, deeply frightened but otherwise unharmed. You explain that you have come to help her and she gives each of you a thankful hug. You feel like real heroes, unlike Alric. And yeah, that's pretty much how you play Aventuria. We were successful, not sure if I missed something or not. But again, it's really such a fun game and I really do hope you enjoyed it too. I'm doing this as a training exercise and really trying or considering to do a live playthrough of this game, also on Tabletop Simulator. So if you're interested, let me know. I have to find the proper time zone, but I think I will be able to work something out. A huge shout out to all of my patrons as usual. Really do appreciate your support. If you want to support my show, you can find a link to my page on Patreon. You can support me here on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Everything helps, and really hope to see you soon in one of my other videos. And until then, bye bye.